Hey, Treylon, just wanted to ask you about your connection there with KJ on Saturday. Obviously, big game, 10 receptions, 206 yards. What do you think about the chemistry you two guys had going?
Uh, no, me and KJ, it feels like we grew up with each other, and we were roommates last year, and we always talked about that connection with each other, and just the way we prepared, the wide receiver group prepares with the quarterback group each day, and it was times in practice where he threw the same ball, and it just connected perfect. So it wasn't really a surprise.
Scotty.
Yeah, Treylon, just what are your thoughts on just how you played on Saturday at over 200 yards receiving for the first time in your career?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's a blessing, but I mean I just went out there and just poured my heart out for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and I wasn't really worried about. I didn't hear about it till that night that I had 206 yards, and I was just like, well, just another game, and just get better this next week.
Bob.
How was KJ? Like, what was his demeanor like in the huddle? Did he surprise? Because he hadn't hardly played this year. I know he got to play some last year, but how was his demeanor in the huddle? Did he surprise you? And just, I guess, what did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I mean, KJ, he practices like a champ, and it really wasn't a surprise. He prepares every day like he's fixing to start every game each week. It's just the way he carries himself and the way that, really that our whole team carry ourselves. Like we know if he has to come in or him, Jack, anybody has to come in, we know they're going to be ready. So it wasn't really a surprise to us.
Treylon, you mentioned you and KJ were roommates last year. So where have you maybe seen the most growth in KJ from last year to this point this year?
I would say just the way he studies, like the playbook. He's got in the playbook a lot more this year. You can tell that he wants it. I mean, obviously he wanted it last year, but it's just the maturity each year where everybody gets better, and that's one place where I've seen him get better at.
Nate, you're muted.
With as far as the quarterbacks this week, I mean, do you all feel equally confident? And does it make any, kind of practice different, not knowing which one might start?
I mean, it's like that every week with us, you never know. So we just go out there, each one of them, they compete for the job. Everybody competes for each job. And so it's just, we're comfortable with everybody.
Curtis.
So it's probably the most complete performance you guys had offensively throughout the season. So coming off of that and going into a game against a team like Alabama, how much confidence do you guys have going into that?
It's going to be a great game. It's the number one team in the nation. It's just another opportunity for our people to showcase our abilities and just to go out there and have fun.
Hey, Treylon, have you seen something click with TJ Hammonds the last couple of games, or is it just him taking advantage of some of his chances? He's moving around from running back to receiver and playing both.
Yeah, I mean, TJ, that's my boy. That's my boy, TJ. And we talk about it every day. He lives right down the street from me, and we talk every day about him getting that opportunity, and when it comes, how he's going to react to it. And as you see, he's reacted positive to it. And so I just told him just keep his head straight, don't get the big head, and just keep pushing forward.
Bob.
Yeah, Treylon, I think the previous three games, the opponents had limited your touches, receptions and runs to like 6 or 5. And then I think you had 13 against Missouri. And I don't know, Sam likes that, I know. What was the difference? And do you think you can get a lot of touches against Alabama?
Honestly, that's a hard question for me. I've never looked at it as that. I just watch the film and just go out there and play, honestly.
Hutch.
Treylon, you've been used a little bit more in the run game recently, like runs out of the backfield stuff. How comfortable are you with that role? And then also I was wondering if you could maybe tell us a little about the fourth down conversion you had just before the touchdown there in that final minute. What was that run like?
Well, for your first question, I just, I'll do anything. I'll play kicker. I'll do anything just to help the Razorbacks win. So, that it would playing running back, it really doesn't bother me. You know, I'll do whatever it takes to win. And then for your second question, I mean, I just felt like that I could get that fourth down for us, and you know, I did, and it wasn't for me, it was for the team. So I just wanted us to win.
Let me know if you've got more questions in the chat. Nate.
Yeah, Treylon, is there a feeling just because Alabama obviously be such a big favorite that there's kind of nothing to lose for y'all this game, that y'all can play pretty free and just go at it the best way you can?
Well, we really don't go at it as that. You know, it's a lot to lose at this game. You know, it's another SEC game. We just go out there and we play the best ball that we can. You know, they're gonna play their best ball. You know, whatever the outcome is the outcome. But it's not. We're not just gonna go out there as, you know, we don't have nothing to lose, because it's a lot to lose.
That's one, Bob.
I mean, you guys have played good teams all year, but playing number one, is that a little extra special?
I mean, you know, it's a little more juice there, but you know, it's another SEC game, and we're just gonna go out there and play our fundamental ball like we know how, and you know, just be that blue collar team.
And you mentioned kicking. You're so good at everything. Did you kick in high school or could you kick if they needed you?
I did a little bit.
Okay, well, you're probably the emergency guy then.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
All right, that'll wrap us up. Thanks, Treylon.